the elevator pitch.
Oh, we're trapped in an elevator. Oh my God, we're going to die in this elevator. Upgrade is about a man named Gray who lives in a future world run by computers, only he hates computers. And one day he and his wife are attacked by this gang of kind of thugs, I guess, and his wife is killed and he is a quadriplegic. And so his life's pretty much over, he's destroyed, and then he has the chance to have a computer chip put in his neck that will control his body for him. So his paralysis is cured, but then he discovers the chip can actually talk to him and offer him advice about what to do. And so this chip starts leading him down a dark path to kind of seek revenge on these guys that did this to him and his wife. So yeah, it's a kind of an action sci-fi noir thriller. I think that was too many genres.
Where did the inspiration come from? Did it come from sort of real life events that we're seeing right now?
Yes, I was mugged and I was briefly a quadriplegic. No, I was inspired by the films I grew up loving. You know, I came out of the VHS era, you know, going to the video store in the 80s and renting films like Aliens and RoboCop and The Terminator, and there was something so visceral and tactile about those films. They used practical effects and the stories were compact. They were on a human scale. You know, now to compete, sci-fi movies have to be bigger than big. You know, they have to be these IMAX, 4D, CG extravaganzas that just go bananas and blow out your eardrums. And I love going to see those movies, but what I was trying to do with this movie is kind of harken back to those human scale stories. Like the first Terminator movie. If you think about it, it's about one woman being chased by this robot from the future. So the idea is big, but the way they tell the story is very compact and efficient. So that's what I was really going for.
So it's more character driven.
Yeah, and it's, you know, the sci-fi in it is, it feels very much around the corner.
Exactly, like it could happen today.
Yeah, and that's how I wanted it to feel, is like something, a world that the audience could see themselves in, as opposed to the world of Akira, which is, you know, it's amazing and the design is incredible, but I wanted to do something that felt like 15, 20 years from now.
How'd you go about casting that lead role?
You know, he was just an idea that popped into my head. The producers, they always start shooting for the moon. So they started out with some big names, like, we should offer this to Christian Bale. And I was like, no. But then, of course, there's a part of you that thinks, well, why not? Maybe he'll like the script. Yeah. You know, you don't want to be the pessimist in the room, but after a while, getting to those actors is so hard and it takes so long. There's so many barriers that we just decided to get an actor we all loved. And I thought of Logan. I'd seen him in a film called The Invitation, gave him the script, and, you know, he's an amazingly versatile and talented actor. I knew that, but I really struck gold with his dedication to the physical aspects of the role. That I didn't have any idea about. I knew he was a great actor, but I didn't know that he would be so dedicated to the stunts. Yeah, it's a tough thing. I was asking him to do a lot of tough physical things that could have driven the wrong actor crazy. I would have lost my mind doing this film. But I wasn't doing it. I got to torture Logan.
What was the hardest part about getting it made from conception to screen?
I think the hardest part of getting it made was convincing the producers that we could pull it off for the amount of money, kind of shoehorning it into this box. People were reading the script and thinking, well, this is a $40 million movie.
Right.
And I had to convince them that there were ways to do it. So definitely that was a big hump that we had to get over.
So your directorial debut was obviously Insidious 3, but this is kind of your first original, you know what I mean? It's your own. Do you feel like there's more pressure this time around?
Yeah, I did, although the pressure's off. Like, the movie's already come out in the US. You know what?
Really well.
Yeah, it's gone down well. You know, we won the Audience Award at South by Southwest. The film's been reviewed well, and I've gotten really great responses from audiences on Twitter. So the great thing about being here at Frightfest is I feel like I'm just having fun.
Like this is the home run kind of
Right.
thing, like the victory lap.
Like when I was doing this interview at South by Southwest, I was sweating bullets and, you know, I had my Depends on in case I peed myself. I was just like, whereas now, I'm just enjoying being here, and I don't have any nerves, or it feels like a great way to experience your movie without all the nerves.
Feels like coming home.
Yeah, and I've been to Frightfest before with Insidious, so
Which is the perfect place for it to be done.
I know, and there's a familiarity with the festival that I enjoy.
Really quick, what's up next?
I wish I knew. I'm writing a couple of things. I'm writing a film that's kind of a horror film. If it turns out not crap, then I'll direct it.
Go with that,
Yeah. But there was an assumption by a lot of people that I would go from Upgrade to like a really big movie. Like, if anything, I have taken a step back into more like psychological horror.
Right, where you started.
Yeah, where I started. So to get out of bed every morning and make a film, the only thing that gets you out of bed is this little burning ember of passion. And so I just run towards the story that I'm most passionate about. It doesn't matter to me if it's small scale. It could be 2 actors in one room. It just matters to me that the story is something I love.
Well, thank you so much.
Cheers. Thanks.